Number 1. Spend more time thinking about how to make more money rather than how to save more money. We are kicking off our list with a shift in mindset. Don't misinterpret this. Saving your money and being smart with your money is very, very important. But you aren't going to get rich doing this. And income is always going to be your limiting factor, providing you have more than 3 brain cells and don't just blow your money as soon as you get it. So instead of devising some master Excel spreadsheet that calculates all your expenses and enables you to save an extra $8.12 every week, then spend those hours looking for a way to make more money. Something like this, a mindset shift, isn't going to happen overnight. But if you can become aware of this and start trying to retrain your mind, then this can have some real benefits over this year. Number 2, increase your income by a set amount. Shifting your mindset is great, but science tells us that setting specific goals will yield better results. Shout out SMART goals. So here, let's set an exact target amount. This can be a percentage or dollar amount, and this will depend on how much you are already making. For example, if you currently only make $50 a month, then there's no point saying I want to increase my earnings by 2,109% this year. Just say I want to increase this to $1,000 a month. Make sure this figure you pick is ambitious, but still achievable. I'll use myself as an example here. Currently, I make around $300 to $400 a month. By the end of 2022, I want to be making $2,500 a month. That's a 6 times increase. Although it sounds quite extreme, I think this is very achievable. So once you've decided on this goal, write it down, make sure it's somewhere you can see it, and make sure you've got it locked in up here. Make sure you look at it throughout the year as well so you don't lose motivation. Number 3, find out your why for making more money. I think this might be one of the most important things on this list, and it's very rarely talked about. Everybody wants to make more money, but very few people could probably give you a detailed explanation of why and how this would increase their quality of life. I think kids could probably do a better job of justifying it. If you have a very specific reason that you want to make more money, then this is only going to motivate you more and will probably increase your chances of success. An important one that should probably be up there for everybody, but at the moment is probably my number 1, is time. This is important to me as I can quite easily see how I could become stuck in a 9-to-5 job that I don't really like, with no free time to be able to do anything about it. So by achieving the goal of $2,500 I mentioned earlier, this would give me more time to be able to do what I want to do and to consider what I would like to do in the future going forward. Your why is going to be different for everybody, but that's my thinking. So make sure this is crystal clear in your head and you'll be onto a winner. Very quick break to invite you to like this video. That is all. Number 4, improve your credit score. If you don't have a credit card already, get up and get it sorted now. Building credit takes time, so even if you're young and don't think that you're going to require using credit anytime soon, it's always a good thing to start. If you've never had a credit card before and you're from the UK, I would recommend going for the Capital One Credit Builder card. I don't know anyone who's been declined from this despite not having any credit history whatsoever, so that's what I'd go for. If you do already have a credit card,
nice.
Keep spending on it regularly, and perhaps shop around and see if there's any other credit cards that could give you some additional benefits. Number 5, start a scalable side hustle / business. We talked about building income earlier, so let's put a plan in place to achieve this. The key thing here is scalable. Although working a part-time job is great to start with and you will need to do it, it's not scalable. Trading time for money isn't going to be scalable unless you are in control of what you charge for this time and you have the ability to increase this over time. For example, something like tutoring I would consider as somewhat scalable. Some examples could be starting a podcast, flipping things off eBay, flipping cars, drop shipping, selling your own products, YouTube. The list goes on. Now be aware, these type of side hustles tend to have quite a low return at the start, but over time can become very lucrative. Also, if it's based on something that you really enjoy, then isn't this something you want to be able to scale and be able to make a full-time income from at some point? This could be your gateway to financial independence. So start investing your time into something like this early. Number 6, pick a skill and invest in this skill. Some of you will have heard that last point and thought, oh no, I've got no skills, I can't sell anything, I have no services I could offer people. Well, do something about it. Learn a skill. Pick something that you preferably have an interest in and that has high potential to earn money. Some examples could be coding, photo editing, videography, photography, graphic design. Anything like that. Consider investing money perhaps into a course or buying yourself some startup equipment, and invest time into mastering and practicing this skill and get it to a point where you could sell your services, preferably for a reasonable amount of money. This doesn't just apply to people who haven't yet started a side hustle. Even if you have an established side hustle, you can definitely still work on this. I'll use myself as an example again. I have a YouTube channel, I earn some money from it. But right now I think one of the weakest areas of my YouTube channel is my thumbnails and general graphics in videos. That's probably because I have the artistic ability of a dead fish, but nonetheless, I want to do something about it. I'm going to try and find a Photoshop course, maybe a free one, maybe a paid one, and learn that a lot better than I currently know it. I'm also considering doing a thumbnail workshop. Ed from Film Booth has one that I've heard good things about, so that's something I could do to increase the quality of my side hustle and to potentially increase the returns as well. So decide what you're going to do and take action. Number 7. Move towards becoming location independent. Now, this one isn't going to be for everyone, but hear me out on it. What I mean by this is gradually trying to shift your source of income to online. This could protect you from any future pandemics, increase the time you have to spend with your family as you don't have to commute to work anymore, or give you more time to work on the first 6 goals on this list. But the main advantage in my eyes is that this frees you up to move wherever you want to. Maybe you don't want to move anywhere, that's fine. But perhaps you would just like to move out of a big city so you can go somewhere that rent is a little bit cheaper, or that it's cheaper to buy a house. Also, perhaps you love the idea of traveling, but you don't really just want to stop working and go travel around the world for a year and lose all your money. So this could be a good compromise. You can live in different places around the world while still making good money online. Your rent/mortgage payments are probably going to be the largest expense you have every month. So if you can save a lot of money on this, then this could make a big difference long term. I know I said earlier that you should focus on making more money and not saving money, but if we have an opportunity to save on the biggest expense that you probably have, why not take it? Let me know which one of these you think is the most useful, and get to work.